Hey everyone, and welcome to Science Monday. Today I want to share with you guys the most incredible thing that has happened. Maybe you guys saw it already, but the grand finale of the Cassini spacecraft took place last week, and it was really something. It ended its mission around Saturn by crashing in to the atmosphere of Saturn, which is a pretty cool way to go out. However, this mission is one of, I don't know, maybe one of the most complicated missions that humans have ever undertaken. It lasted 20 years. The spacecraft took off in 1997, didn't reach the Saturn system until 2004, and it's been there for the last 13 years, which works out to be about half a year in Saturn terms. Saturn year is 26 years. So anyway, super cool. It blasted off actually the Cassini-Huygens spacecraft. Huygens was another spacecraft that landed on the biggest moon of Saturn called Titan. Titan was named after the discoverer of the moon, some Dutch guy, Huygens, in like the 1600s. Also, Cassini, the spacecraft itself, was named after an astronomer from the 1600s as well. Anyway, we've learned so much from this mission. It spent 13 years in the Saturn system, orbiting around all over the place, checking out moons, checking out the rings, checking out the poles, checking out everything about Saturn. And we knew so little about Saturn. It's incredible. So I'm just going to keep this pretty short. There's a lot of stuff that we could go over. Obviously, in 13 years' time, there's a lot of stuff that we have learned, but I just want to hit on some of the highlights. First, the moon of Titan. It's really, really cool place. It is believed to be the only other body in our solar system that has liquid oceans on the surface. Other bodies have liquid oceans underneath the surface, which we'll get to later. But Titan has liquid methane on the surface. So there's like lakes and shores and shorelines and rivers and everything that you would expect to find on Earth. It's just not water. It's liquid methane, but still super cool. So that's why it was targeted as a landing site for the Huygens spacecraft. Now, Titan has a very thick atmosphere, and so it's been hard for us to see what's underneath that. And so they didn't even know where Huygens was going to land until Cassini got there and got close enough to check out with some special spectral cameras that could see through the atmosphere of where the actual landing zone was going to be. The other cool thing about this is that, I mean, all of this effort to get way the hell out to Saturn, send a probe down to land on Titan, and it was only expected to be able to send data back for about 3 hours. Because the atmosphere was so thick, it couldn't use solar panels to recharge its batteries, so it's basically, here's your charge. You know, imagine just throwing your cell phone down on a planet and it gets to send back information as long as its battery life lasts. So hope you've got a good battery in there. It ended up sending back information for about 90 minutes, which was really great. We got all kinds of information about the atmosphere. It actually landed on a solid piece of ground that was close to a body of water. And one of the scientists described it as like creme brulee. So it was kind of hard and cracky on the surface, but muddy and weird underneath. Crazy stuff. This was huge. This was the farthest that we've ever sent a probe to land. The only other moon that a probe has ever landed on. And it was just really fucking cool. So Cassini-Huygens got to the system in 2004. Huygens landed in 2005. Super dope. The big discovery that Cassini made was another moon, Enceladus. Enceladus is a frozen moon about the size of the United Kingdom, so pretty small, but it is geologically active and has like 100 geysers on the southern pole that shoot out water vapor into space and actually help replenish the E-ring. Saturn's rings are classified by different letters. It actually sends its stuff out into space and replenishes the E-ring, so the E-ring has more stuff spinning around. I don't know. Check out more information on that if you're stoked about it. But Enceladus is a very cool moon. We're very interested in this now, and there are a ton of planned missions trying to go and send a probe to actually land there because we want to know what's going on with this moon and why it's kicking up water vapor into outer space. It's really awesome, and this is one that has the oceans underground, subterranean water oceans, actually, not methane. So very interesting, very cool stuff. The grand finale, as they called it, happened last week. Like I said, it brought an end to this 20-year mission. This was an absolutely incredible thing. Go check out more information about this if you can. There's so much to learn and so many cool things about Saturn, one of the most magical planets in our entire solar system. So, hope you've enjoyed this Science Monday, and I'll see you guys next week.